The illusion of self. What if you're not who you think you are? Let's cut the crap. Who are you, really? No, not your name, your job title, or that carefully curated identity you flex on Instagram. I'm talking about the raw, undiluted essence of you. The voice in your head that says, "This is me." But here's a disturbing thought. What if that voice isn't the real you? What if the entire concept of I is nothing more than a well-packaged illusion? An evolutionary trick designed to keep the biological machine running? And if that's true, who's watching? Who's behind the curtain? The great lie. You are not the driver. You think you're the one calling the shots, making decisions, controlling your body, owning your thoughts. But neuroscience flips the script like a sucker punch to your ego. Studies show that your brain makes decisions before you're even aware of them. Read that again. Before you think you've made a choice, the gears in your subconscious have already turned, pulling levers you didn't even know existed. The you that believes it's in control, that's just the narrator, not the author. Your mind, it turns out, is more like a passenger than a driver, watching events unfold and then retroactively crafting a story to explain why things happened the way they did. That comforting illusion of free will, it's an elaborate cover-up, a cosmic PR stunt your brain pulls to stop you from spiraling into existential dread. The observer, the silent stalker behind your thoughts. Every now and then, if you pay attention, you'll notice something unsettling, a part of you watching the whole circus unfold. It notices the anxiety without being anxious itself. It observes the endless scroll of social media without getting sucked into it. It even catches you lying to yourself, quietly, passively, without judgment. This isn't your ego. This isn't the voice in your head telling you to hustle harder, love deeper, or screw it all up again. This is the observer, that weird, disembodied awareness that just is. It doesn't comment, it doesn't interfere, it just watches. Eastern philosophies have tried to name it for centuries. Atman, pure consciousness, the witness. But labels don't really help because it's not something you can grasp with words. It's like trying to explain color to someone who's been blind since birth. You can't describe the observer because you are it. Neuroscience's dirty secret: the brain can't find you. Science loves to map things out: neurons, brainwaves, networks firing across the cortex like the world's most sophisticated rave. The default mode network, or DMN, is the current darling of self-identity research. It lights up when you think about yourself, your past, or your future. But here's the kicker. When scientists poke around looking for the core you, they find nothing. No center of consciousness, no master control room, just a jumble of electrical impulses firing off in response to stimuli. And yet somehow, you exist. Not as a thing, but as the space between things. You're the awareness floating above the chaos, watching it all happen. The evolutionary con job, why you even think there's an I? Here's a terrifying idea. The illusion of self might just be a survival mechanism. Think about it. If early humans were hyper-aware of the randomness of existence, they'd probably freeze up and get eaten by the nearest predator. But the belief in a consistent, solid I, that gives you the illusion of control. It keeps you moving, fighting, surviving. Your brain's job isn't to show you the truth, it's to keep you alive. The ego, that loud voice narrating your life story, is like a glitchy operating system. It keeps running scripts like, I need to be successful to be happy. I'm the kind of person who never gives up. I'm better than them. These scripts are comforting lies that help you navigate a chaotic universe, but they're still lies. Strip them away, and what's left? Just awareness. The observer. What if the observer isn't even human? Here's a mind-bending twist. What if the observer isn't tied to your brain at all? Some fringe physicists and consciousness researchers suggest that awareness might not even be produced by the brain. Instead, it could be something fundamental to the universe like space-time or gravity, a field of consciousness that your brain taps into, not creates. Yeah, it sounds like sci-fi woo-woo. But so did black holes, quantum entanglement, and the idea that reality might be a simulation. Just because something sounds insane doesn't mean it's wrong. What if the brain is just a receiver, like a cosmic radio, and the real you exists outside the biological meat suit you call your body? The horror and freedom of knowing you're not real. Okay, so let's assume the worst case scenario: you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings. You're not even the decisions you make. Everything you identify with, your personality, your job, your dreams, is just neural noise shaped by genetics, society, and dumb evolutionary luck. But here's the beautiful, horrifying paradox. If you're not any of those things, you're free. You're not bound by your past mistakes. You're not chained to your ego's endless demands. You're not even obligated to cling to the illusion of I. You are the awareness that watches it all. And from that place of detachment, you can choose to rewrite the story, or let it dissolve entirely. So, who are you really? You're not your name, your thoughts, or your failures. You're not even the consciousness you think you're steering. You're the void behind the noise, the observer behind the ego, the silence that existed before you were born and will remain after you die. The next time you catch yourself lost in thought, ask yourself, who's watching? You might not like the answer, or maybe for the first time, you'll finally see. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps our channel a lot.